let's make some super easy, budget-friendly sheet pan dinners. Hello friends, welcome back. Today we're doing 2 budget-friendly sheet pan dinners. Both of these are really yummy, super duper easy. And the thing I love about both of these is that they are customizable. You can customize them to fit your budget, situation, your likes, dislikes, whatever. So what you see me doing, you can certainly add or take away or do things differently than what I do. This is just to give you some ideas that show you some budget-friendly options. These are both, in my opinion, fairly healthy meals and great ones to feed your family. You guys know I don't put a specific price on these usually. Every once in a while I'll do some like $5 or $10 dinners, but for the most part, I don't like putting a price on them because I like the fact that you can customize them to make them work for your family. So with each of these dinners, do what you want and make it yours. Let's get started. The dinner we're making tonight is like a smoked sausage, sheet pan bake kind of thing. And I, to be honest, have not made this before, but I've seen a lot of people do it and it looks really good and easy and yummy. So we're gonna give it a shot and see how it goes. So let me show you what you're gonna need to make this. Okay, so here's what I'm using for this. Obviously some smoked sausage. So this is beef smoked sausage from Great Value. Some potatoes, and I have like half a bag, so I don't know if I'll use all of them, but we're gonna do some potatoes, some broccoli. I'm gonna add a little bit of onion on there, and then some oil. I'm using olive oil and salt and pepper. You can add whatever seasonings you want. And the nice thing about this, you can customize it. If you wanna use different smoked sausage, or if you don't wanna use smoked sausage at all and you wanna use a different meat, you can certainly do that. Use chicken, do a chicken sheet pan bake. If you don't want to do potatoes or broccoli, you could add different veggies or things like that. You could do bell peppers, zucchini, squash. There are so many other things you can add to this that make it your own, change things out, customize it to you. So let me show you how we're going to start this. So to start out, I'm going to wash my potatoes, and we're just kind of going to, and my broccoli, I'm going to wash my broccoli too. We're just kind of going to get everything just like chopped up. So I'm going to chop my potatoes or dice my potatoes. I'm going to cut my broccoli apart. And I'm going to slice my smoked sausage as well as my onion. So let's get to it. So I've got my potatoes and my broccoli washed. So I'm just gonna start dicing these up, cutting everything up and sticking it on the tray. And I have more potatoes in the pantry, so I may end up, we'll see how many this gives us, and I may end up doing a few more, we'll see. And the amounts that I'm doing, we are a family of 4. This should work for our family, but I would take into consideration the ages of the people that you're feeding. If you're feeding like, 3 teenage boys or something, you may obviously want to make more food than what I'm making. Or if you have a larger family, smaller family, take that into account as well. So I'm just dicing these up, and I'm just gonna throw them on my pan, which is over here. I want to make these a little bit smaller so that they cook through good. Okay, so I've got my potatoes. I feel like that's going to be enough for right now, hopefully. So we're going to start with that and see how much like broccoli and smoked sausage we have. Then we may add more potatoes, but I'm going to start dicing up my broccoli, or cutting up my broccoli, not dicing. So I'm just gonna cut these into pieces, probably about this big. I may cut some of these in half, just to help them cook a little quicker, but that or in half. I'm just gonna throw those on the tray too. All right, so I've got my broccoli all cut up. Now I'm going to move on to the smoked sausage. I've actually never dealt with smoked sausage like this before. We did not eat this growing up. But I've seen a lot of people eating it lately, so I thought, why not try it? It's a good budget-friendly option for some protein and meat, so we're giving it a shot, see what we think. All right, we got it open. So it smells good, so I'm just gonna like cut this into little pieces like this, and just do that with the whole thing, just slice it up. I'm also gonna add just a few onions, just like a little bit. Just gonna like slice them up thinly. I just cut those in half. And just kind of toss them on there with it. Okay, so this is what it looks like. We've got all our veggies, our smoked sausage, our onion on there. So now I'm gonna do is just drizzle a little olive oil over top of everything and then just give it a good mix around. I'm just gonna do enough to like coat it. I'm just gonna give everything a good mix. Mix everything together. And I may cut up that last potato that I have, I think that's what I'm gonna do, is cut up that last potato and add it to it. I think it could use it. So we're gonna do that quick. Okay, so I've got that last potato on, so I'm just kind of gonna throw everything together again to get those coated as well. And then I'm gonna add on some salt and pepper. I'm just kind of gonna crack it over top of everything. Like I said, you can use other seasonings, but we're just going with salt and pepper. Plus I think that the sausage is gonna add some, you know, good flavor and seasoning as well. So I don't feel like we really need a lot of seasoning on this personally, but if your family likes more seasoned stuff, then go for it. All right, I'm gonna give that a good mix one last time before we stick it in the oven. I've got my oven at 400 right now. And I'm gonna adjust it as needed. Like I said, I've never made this before, so I think we're gonna start with 400 and see. I think I'm gonna start a timer at 30 minutes. I'm expecting it to take at least 45 to an hour, but we'll see. So we're gonna throw this in the oven and I'll let you know how long it takes. And then I'm also gonna do some corn on the cob on the side of this. You really wouldn't need a side, but corn on the cob sounded good and our family loves it, so I figured it'd be a good side. Another one I thought of was biscuits. I don't have any, but those would be super yummy with it as well. But really, you don't need any sides. You could really just go with just the sheet pan dinner, and that'd be super, super delicious and filling as well. So there you have it. This is honestly so yummy. Too, you could add some ketchup, barbecue sauce on the side. Super yummy with corn on the side. This is just like a great summer dish. It just makes me feel so summery, and it's super delicious, super easy. Definitely one you guys should try out. So tonight we're making sheet pan quesadillas. And so what you're gonna need, obviously tortillas, and then whatever you wanna put inside of them. You're probably gonna want some cheese. We're doing Colby Jack, and then whatever you wanna fill them in with. So we're doing black beans, corn, and then taco meat, just like ground beef with taco seasoning in it. But you could definitely do other meats too. You could do chicken with taco seasoning. You could do pulled pork, barbecue chicken. You could do steak, whatever you want. That's just what we're doing tonight. And you can put whatever toppings. You could put like other things in there as well. This is just what we're doing in ours. So let me show you how you're gonna make these. They are so incredibly simple, super easy. So to start out, you're gonna need 2 sheet pans. They can be the same size as you want. You can pick whatever size you want for the bottom one. This is just what I thought would work best for our family. Then I sprayed it with some canola oil spray just to make sure nothing's stuck. Sometimes I feel like when I do tortillas on trays, they can get stuck. And then I took my tortillas and just laid them out around the pan. And you wanna make sure that they're all touching, that they're overlapping, and that there's no open space, so you're not seeing the pan anywhere, if that makes sense. So you're just gonna lay them out like this. And like I said, just make sure there's no open space, just overlap them all a little bit like this. And then you're gonna add your toppings in. So we did, like I said, ground beef with taco seasoning on, and I put that on the bottom. And then I did some black beans on top of that and just spread them out all over the place, kind of like you're doing nachos, but you're doing a quesadilla. And I didn't have refried beans on hand, or I probably would have put that at the bottom of everything. I just had black beans, so that's what we're doing. Then I put corn on top of the black beans and the meat, and then went on with the cheese. You can use whatever cheese you want. I just used Colby Jack because that's what we always have on hand. But you could do like a Fiesta blend or any other kind of cheese you want, cheddar cheese, whatever. So after that, you're gonna take another tortilla and place it in the center of everything. And then you're just gonna fold the other tortillas over on top of that. Now this is where it gets a little bit tricky. You try and kind of have to hold everything down with one hand while you fold everything in. So it does get a little bit tricky, but I was able to manage and figure it out. So I folded everything in and then sprayed the top of that down with some canola oil spray. You wouldn't need this, but I just think it makes it a little extra crunchy. And then I added that second pan on top, smushed it down a little bit to make sure it stayed. And then I threw that in the oven at 350. Mine took about 30 to 40 minutes to bake and get crunchy. Yours may take a little less or longer depending on your oven. That's just how long mine took, and this was the final product. It was crispy, it was delicious, honestly, and underneath it got a little crispy.
I probably, if I had more time, maybe would have left it a little longer to get a little more crispy on top, but overall it was crispy, it was yummy, it was delicious. And then I just cut it with a pizza cutter into little like slices. And we ate it like that. We had this with veggies and watermelon on the side. You could really have it with whatever you want. Just mix some sour cream and salsa for a little dipping sauce. It was really good, super easy to make, and very filling. Definitely one I would recommend, especially for large families where it takes a little longer to make quesadillas on the stove. This would be perfect for that.
So there were your two budget-friendly sheet pan dinners. I hope you guys will go and try these. We liked both of them, and they were super duper easy. That's my favorite thing about these, is when I can find a dinner that's easy and doesn't take a lot of time. I don't want to be in the kitchen all night long. I want to be spending time with my family. And so that's why I like these. They were easy cleanup, easy to make, delicious. Definitely wants to try. I hope you guys will take these and at least get some ideas from them, customize them, make them your own. If you like these and found them helpful, please like and subscribe below for more videos like these. Have a fabulous week. We'll see you guys soon.